up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the most chill and relaxed, under the radar known Wednesday night comic show on YouTube. New Comic Book Day. Why with comic news? Hey, how's it going? Hope everybody's having a great night tonight. Yeah, it's just cool to exist in my own little world on Wednesday nights. I don't advertise this show too much, but the people who show up usually end up being pretty quality. And I also end up talking to myself for the first 10 minutes. So it's all good. It's very therapeutic. But yeah, let us get into the comic news. I'm actually not sure how long that song is, but we're gonna cut it off right there. We're gonna do the comic news. We're gonna have Psychotronic Square Gun Aaron join us today. Always a pleasure when he's on the show because I mean he was one of the originators of the show. So let's get into it without a doubt. First, let's start off with some comic news. I thought this was cool. Marvel is going to be putting out these Magic the Gathering Marvel covers, kind of akin to when they did a bunch of all those special covers, the Disney Marvel covers, all in like ASM, and then I guess they moved a few of them to the Fantastic Four when it was time for the Fantastic Four to have their time to shine. But they're doing these Marvel covers. So this is brought to us by our friends over at comicsheatingup.net. Let's get rid of this ad right here. But yeah, they're doing these Magic the Gathering covers. So this one's on Amazing Spider-Man number 28, the Spectacular Spider-Man. Not bad, not cool. Yeah, if you're a Magic the Gathering fan or a Spider-Man fan, this is cool. This is Imposter Syndrome. Now, this is on the Fantastic Four number 11. All right. It's still a Spider-Man cover. All right. Spider-Punk, and that's on Mark Spector Moon Knight number 4. All right. Spider-Man Miles Morales, that's on Ultimate Impact Reborn number 1. Okay, that may fit with Miles. Spider-Gwen Free Spirit, that's on X-Men number 29. Cool covers. I don't think I'll get most of them. Like maybe I'll get Spectacular Spider-Man. I like the Imposter Syndrome because of the joke. But I don't know. Fantastic Four, though, I read, I think up to issue 7 or 8, and it's really good. So Mark Spector Moon Knight, I haven't been reading Moon Knight yet, and I don't know if I want that. The Imposter Syndrome is pretty good, right, Ron? And then Spider-Man Miles Morales, I might get that because that's Ultimate Impact. Ultimate Universe, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, sure. X-Men number 29, Gwen Spider, I don't know. I do. Aaron, Psychotronic Square Gun, PSG, he's a big Spider-Man fan, so let's bring him in and let's see what he has to say.
Yeah.
What's up, Aaron? How we doing today?
Good, Will. How are you today?
I can't complain. It's a good day. We're here. We're alive. We're having fun. And you're on the show, so it's a good day for me.
Thanks for having me, man. You know I love my Spidey.
I know. These are covers. They're not cards. They're Magic the Gathering variant covers.
Wow, that's awesome, dude. What's up, Ron?
Yes, Ron is
Ron
in the
Hilton.
house.
Appreciate you, dude.
Yeah. So they're doing these covers. Like, this one's on Amazing Spider-Man, which is cool. The Imposter Syndrome, I think, is a fun one, right? Because of the
It's
whole
amazing that now people will CGC those, and
right.
they complain that some people complain that when you CGC comics, you turn them into cards.
Right.
You CGC these, it's okay.
Now they're right. Spider-Punk over here.
Spider-Punk. I might have his first appearance somewhere. I don't know.
That's cool. And what else we got? Yeah, I got the what is it? The Hobie Brown first appearance.
Nice.
I got that one. Spider-Man Miles Morales. This one kind of makes sense because it's on Ultimate Impact Reborn, so that's a whole like Ultimate Universe thing going on there. And then Spider-Gwen over here. I don't know what happened to her. She ends up on an X-Men book. So I don't know. I guess they just ran out of books to put her. Yeah. And the thing is, Spider-Gwen has her own book, so they could have just, and so does Miles. They could have just put these all on, I guess they don't come out the week they want to release them all. So, yeah, I don't know. But those are cool covers.
Yeah, they look cool.
Yeah, these are some other books coming out. Rogue One, Cassian Andor, Star Wars. So, yeah, those are those. And then the other piece of news I have is just if you're a Super Mario fan, Super Mario Galaxy movie is setting box office records apparently for video game based movies. Nice. Yeah, which is cool. Donald Glover. I don't know if you know Donald Glover. Yeah, he's he plays Yoshi. Wow. So, yeah, he's Yoshi. And then yeah, apparently like it's getting middling reviews, a little better. 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb. Rotten Tomato gave it 42%. I had a chance to see it opening night. I got an invite to go see it opening night. And I think the tickets were either highly discounted or free, but I never took advantage of it. But I kind of wish I did go to see it, but whatever. I didn't, so no complaining.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Ron saw it. Went with the kids and the grandkids last Saturday and watched Mario. The kids enjoyed it. That's what really matters is the kids, right? The kids have to enjoy it. So as long as the kids enjoyed the film, I think that's what makes it worth it. I grew up playing Mario, but kids play Mario today, right? So I don't think it's something that needs to be for the adults. It just needs to be for whoever enjoys Mario at the moment.
Family friendly stuff.
Family friendly indeed. We'll get to these now, and then we'll bring them back up later. But here we go. Boom! And don't forget, you got a Friday clam sale.
6 live Pacific, guys.
Pacific. So 9 p.m.
Go ahead.
9 p.m. on the East Coast, right?
Kind of late.
Yeah, but it's one $2 $5 comics, so
yeah, it's a lot of fun. I got new equipment. I got a crane, got lights, I got a mic.
Nice.
Turn this table into the streaming table, so now I can do the comics more. So 2026 is going to be blowing out just comics left and right, you guys. It's going to be so much fun.
Just blowing them out. Yeah. And if you missed it this Monday, there's more, but there's one coming up, right? This coming Monday, right?
Yeah. So every Monday and Friday. So these are good. We could just use these as standard ones, I guess.
Yeah, we'll have these up all the time. And then you got a new video coming out, right?
Yeah, that's tomorrow. The Backroom Progress number 20. And I'm dropping these Tuesdays and Thursdays, you guys, and they're 50 cents. Okay. Ooh. So it's like towards trade credit too, because I like trading, right? As long as I know you and all this stuff, right?
Right.
But yeah, after $20, I just ship out to you. And after $60, it's another additional 10% off. So it's either PayPal or send in your money order or whatever, or trade credit or whatever.
Money order. COD, cash on delivery.
It's fun. I have time to do this. I'm going to do it for a few months, see how it goes. And yeah.
Nice. This box right here has a Venom right up front. Bam.
Yeah, dude.
All right. So yeah, that's excuse me.
Bless you. How you feeling? You still got those allergies or what?
I don't know, but I'm a little sneezy right now. Maybe it's just when I sit here at my
Ooh, that's a newer place too, so you don't know, like sometimes there might be something on the other side of the wall. You know, like you don't want to say mold, but it could be that. Right. Or there was a place we used to live in, there was a fire and they didn't do the proper cleanup, and there was consequently a lot of mold buildup on the other side of the wall. And that, man, it's like your body could feel it, you know. Right. And mold is the enemy.
It's true.
You know.
Body doesn't like mold. Ron says the Super Mario movie was okay, had some funny parts, made me want to dig out the old Nintendo and play Mario 3.
Come on, Ron. Did you watch Daredevil? Did you do it?
I watched Daredevil last night. Ooh.
Yeah.
He ordered a cartridge port connector for it. Nice. I used to love Super Mario Bros. 3. That was like my favorite game back in the day. Oh, and look. Lights, camera, action, Aaron.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm getting through comics faster now. Just putting it down. But the lighting is great too because you could see any defects, but they're cheap comics anyway, But
right.
I do this and you could see, and I turn it around, you could see everything. So you know what you're getting into.
Yeah, for $1. I mean, come on.
For $1, I'm kind of throwing them down quicker, but I let you know if something's higher grade or not.
Right. In which case, then you should probably slow down a little bit if it's higher grade.
Right now, I'm just moving through it. It's 2026. Times are tough for everybody, so I'm going to show a little love here.
Yeah. Ron, let me know if you get that not PS3, the Nintendo working. That would be cool. Play a little Super Mario Bros. 3. What was I gonna say? Something about something you would say. Oh, Daredevil. Yeah. So I watched it. Whoa, what an episode, huh? What an episode.
Can't spoil it.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil too much, but Bullseye's involved, so there's a lot of death, a lot of people getting impaled with different objects.
Bullseye is just everything's cast well. That dude is cast well.
I think his casting is really great. Did you after the episode plays, sometimes they redirect you, to keep playing, and they redirect you into the podcast. Now, I haven't really watched too much of the Daredevil podcast, but the actor who plays Bullseye kind of introduces you to the podcast. He's not always part of the podcast, but he introduces you to the podcast and like recaps what had happened up until that episode or whatever.
Nice.
Oh my God. And he seems like such a friendly, well-adjusted, great guy. And I'm like, man, this guy does such an awesome job playing Bullseye. Cause I'm like, oh, this guy, like I'd introduce him to my grandmother and be like, hey, and then like you see him on the show and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. He does a great job portraying how much of a threat Bullseye is to Daredevil. It's like something about him being able to strike easier than others.
Right.
Even though Daredevil normally has the advantage with his heightened senses, that makes him more even in a way. Right. It's really cool.
It is pretty cool. I do like that in some ways Daredevil has similar abilities. Like what was it? He threw something back at Bullseye and it like stuck in the wall, and it was like, oh, look at that. Daredevil can also
yeah. Well, they're both really trained,
right?
And
it's crazy how fit Charlie Cox seems this season.
Yeah,
he fills out that suit pretty well.
That guy is Matt Murdock to me, man. That guy is awesome.
He does a really good job. I think the guy who plays I forget his name, but Wilson Fisk's assistant. He does a good job. I mean, I think all the actors.
I think they do great. You know? Sometimes the choices, like if you guys spoilers for last year, but the beginning of season 4, which is season 1 of Daredevil Born Again, right? First episode, man.
Yeah.
Foggy dies.
Foggy. Oh man. That actually a lot of people like hated the fact that Foggy died.
I wasn't there watching it because I didn't have Netflix Disney Plus at the time. But then when I decided to get Disney Plus recently, I forgot what for Wonder Man, I think. Then I started watching The Last Daredevil. I'm like, wow. And then we went back and we just started marathoning everything. And it's pretty good if you just watch it, every night instead of like, I'm sure like last year when people were watching it, you had to wait a week for the next episode. And it was letdown after letdown sometimes. Do you know what I mean? But when you watch it straight through, it's really not that bad. I guess they changed creative teams midway too, or something like that. So they did a lot of massaging, I think. I don't know. That's what I heard.
Some of the episodes, they I don't it was definitely mid-season, but like they went back and reshot some stuff, so like the newer stuff and the older stuff were kind of interspersed throughout the entirety of the season. Like they had already filmed some stuff and then they had to go back and redo some stuff. So
I like that Disney Plus course corrected, and they brought in the older people. And they're like, no, we can't make this worse than what it was,
Right.
So yeah, so hats off to Disney Plus. And sure, it was a little rough, but I still enjoyed it, and I think they're doing a good job now. They course corrected, I think.
Right. Which is good. It's good that they know and they didn't like stick to their guns. They knew there were things that possibly weren't going to work, and they said, let's fix it. So
and they're bringing back the other Netflix actors, which is great.
Right.
And Jesse Jones, all of them are going to appear in this season of Daredevil, apparently. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, I turned my light on in the back red because we were talking about Daredevil.
Nice.
But yeah, it should be really. It should be fun. I'm waiting for. I am waiting to see Jessica Jones show up. So that should be really cool.
It's funny because I've been watching Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and Jessica Jones, right? That's how it went. And Jessica Jones season 1 was awesome. Luke Cage season 1 was awesome. Then you had Defenders. And then Jessica Jones season 2 was good. But Luke Cage season 3, I don't know, man. The wheels are starting to get a little loose. I don't know what it is. If it's the music, if they changed the people who were deciding what the music should be, because season 1 was awesome with Luke Cage.
Right.
So, but I'm going to hang in there.
Yeah.
I said that because last week you said Jessica Jones season 3 was a little shaky,
Yeah, I think even Luke Cage season 3 was pretty shaky too. I didn't.
Luke Cage was 2 seasons, right?
Yeah, sorry, not season 3, season 2. But I didn't think the ending of Luke Cage was that great. But I assume they also thought they were going to have a 3rd season of Luke Cage. So
they just messed up a lot, I think, in the first season by taking out Cottonmouth. I mean, what a great character! You can't replace him with his cousin as an actor. It's not as good as him. Do you know what I mean? Like, and the Shades couldn't carry it. He didn't carry it in the second season. He seemed all right in the first season, but I don't know.
Just couldn't do it.
Well, I don't know. Having Cottonmouth's cousin as a love interest for Shades didn't need to do that either.
Some mistakes were made. I got to rewatch it, but yeah. They definitely didn't end.
I haven't even finished watching it, and I'm just feeling that. Oh man, no, why can't it be like season 1? That's all right.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? That's just a testament to how they started off, though. It was so good that like nothing. I mean, like Jessica Jones, how do you top season 1? And I mean, season 2 wasn't bad, but season 1, I mean, that's just,
Yeah, it was legendary.
Right. Kilgrave. Whoa.
Yeah.
What a character, right?
Yeah.
So that was something. All right. I guess I should show off some comics I bought this week, right?
Cool.
All right, let's do it. Let's see. We'll start off with some of the ones that I didn't read yet. I did manage to read some. Oh, actually, no, we're going to start off with one I did read today. I am way behind on Spawn, but I was like, you know what? It says The Resurrection of Malebolgia. So I was like, you know what? You got to read that. You got to read that. So this one actually ends up being it's a 4-way battle in this one. So McTodd is writing it. I thought he did a pretty decent job, all things considered. But this is an action issue, right? So I think when there's lots of action happening, that's when he's at his best, right? So we got Calistro, also known or Caligistro, also known as Sin now, right? And he was sitting on the throne of hell.
Okay.
You have the return of Malebolgia, so he's in here. But let me see if I can find a better picture of Malebolgia. Let's see, where's he at? He's actually not very big here. He's still kind of powering up because he's been resurrected. You got Spawn, and then you got Blood, and Blood is the leader of the vampires. And in the book, even though I've been reading, I do know that Spawn has aligned himself with the vampire. See, look, he's got wings.
Yeah.
So we learned that vampire blood actually helps to power Spawn's symbiote suit too. It's a weird thing that they've added in the last couple of issues, I guess. Yeah, and then so basically he's got the throne, but he wants Malboja to kind of step back up. I think partly because he knows he can't defeat Malboja. But he wants Malboja to take out Spawn, but Spawn's like, that's my boy, that's my son, that's my Hellspawn, you know, I'm not taking him out. And then Blood is just out for vengeance because all vampires were hunted by demons, by hell and heaven. So the vampires are like, any ruler of hell, we got beef with. Wow. So yeah, it's just a four-way battle.
Why the demons not like the vampires?
You know, it's a good question. And I think it's because vampires are neither living nor dead, and they can't go to heaven or hell, so they can't serve either one.
Yeah.
So they're like, you know what? If you're not going to serve us, what purpose do you have? Like, you know, get rid of the. And then somehow Malboja at the end of the issue powers up into like some demonic dinosaur. So if you like demonic dinosaurs,
everyone loves. Demonic T-Rex,
right? And you get everybody's face here. That's Blood, that's Sin, there's Spawn, and they're all like, oh crap. So they were under the impression that Malboja wouldn't power up because he didn't have any like Hellspawn blood or anything like that, and then he powers up. What were you saying?
So you enjoyed that one, huh?
I thought it was a fun issue. It was fun. Okay. I'm glad that I just decided to, you know what? I was like, you know what? I haven't read like the last 10 issues, but I was like, let's just jump in because Malboja is.
So you're still grabbing Spawn?
I am. I'm still grabbing Spawn. You know what?
Even a lot of Spawn.
Yeah. Have you heard of? Do you know the writer Matthew Rosenberg?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to take over writing Spawn.
Okay.
In a couple months. So
he did a great Punisher run when he grabbed the War Machine's armor or whatever.
Right. He did the War Machine Punisher. He's done some other. He did like some X-Force, I think.
Yeah. He did some X-Men stuff like. He did all kinds of stuff. But I guess there's a few things he's known for.
Right. He did. I'm pretty sure he did. What 4 Kids Walk into a Bank. I don't know if you ever read that. That was a short miniseries that was pretty good. It was almost optioned. It actually is worth picking up. He did The Farthest Place from Here, which I think is still coming out. What's The Furthest Place from Here? It's about like a post-apocalyptic world with kids. It's kind of like a Lost Boys kind of thing going on there.
Nice. We got Dagger in the house.
Dagger, what's up, Dagger? Serve me, please. I don't know what we're serving. What are we serving?
What's his pick there? What is that thing?
It's like a giant spider.
Scared. Yo, Ron the Rican. I haven't seen him in a while, man.
Rod, what's up, buddy?
How we doing? Rod? I jumped on your show last year, man. One time. Psychotronic Squirt Gun.
One time. Rod releases like some afternoon stuff content. A lot of Hot Wheels stuff, a lot of new comic book day stuff. But Rod's still there. He's still kicking. He's still kicking it. Still doing some good stuff. He really likes Hot Wheels now, Rod. So if anybody who's a big Hot Wheels fan,
nice guy.
Rod is kind of the way to
Dagger
go.
Comics is like Spider in Ottawa. Ooh, giant spider.
Yeah, it's a giant. It's Canadian. They have giant.
Scary.
Not going anywhere. That's what
I don't blame you, dude. I got to make sure I'm subbed up to you on my new channel, PSG Comics.
Still love comics. I could tell the love's there. The love will always be there for comics. Rod's a big Daredevil fan, by the way. We were talking Daredevil earlier.
Oh yeah.
We were talking about the TV show, the Disney Plus show. So
let me see if I could get on here. Pause that. I don't even think am I a moderator?
Are you a mod? Oh, because you're PSG Comics now.
Am I a mod? No, I'm not a mod.
Let's see.
I gotta go to my other one.
No, I could
Just hit
just
the like, you guys. I just hit the like.
I could do it from here. Here we go. Let's see.
I want to make sure I was subbed up to these guys. Dagger, Rod. I know.
There we go.
I'm subbed up to Ron.
Yeah. All right. I got you. Got you on the moderator stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm a little moderator now. Huh?
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, so I could go to Dagger's channel at PSG Comics. Oop, got to sub him up. Boom.
Right.
It's my newer channel, friends. So I'm going to go to Rod. Go to channel. Boom. Got to sub him up now. Okay. So I just subbed you guys.
Get the subs. Get the subs, guys. Don't see a wrench.
Oh, I got it now because I could go to your channel. That's part of the perks, you know.
Yeah.
I just subbed up to Ron, even though he doesn't really do videos.
Yeah. But Ron gets some love. Everybody gets some love.
Everyone gets love.
Right. All right. Let's see. Here. Oh, here's another book I read this week. We got Amazing Spider-Man. A lot of people like this. This is issue 26. This is part 7 of 9.
It's like I want to get back into Spidey, you know?
Right. And I think I read. Oh, I did. I read part 6 of 9 today too, because I started reading part 7 and I was like, I missed something. And then I went back to Venom. It's crossing over between Venom and ASM, the Death Spiral. So basically, you got this guy Torment. He's killing families. And the last kill is the person who intends to kill. So in this book, he wants to kill Eddie Brock, right? But he's got to kill Eddie Brock's dad, and he's got to kill distant relatives. And then the last kill is Eddie Brock. And he's got a mental problem. So, or at least we assume it's mental, where he says, you know, he's got these voices or whatever, and they don't stop until he's gotten rid of everybody in that line.
Right.
So here you see Dylan Brock. So he's got to kill Dylan Brock. Spoiler, slight spoiler, you know, Paul, he ends up coming into contact with this Torment dude. And I'm just going to show the picture, guys. I'm not going to tell you what actually happens to Paul, but like, I know some people are like, dang, yay, Paul got stabbed. And I'm like,
oh yeah, taking Pete's girl.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh man, that's just rude.
That's just wrong.
But yeah, here you see you got the team up. You got Carnage, Venom, and Spidey teaming up in this book.
Come on, people.
So, and you know, Carnage is Eddie Brock at the moment.
So. He could control Carnage.
Or
MJ is Venom.
Or so he thinks, as much as he, you know, believes he can control them. That's the Torment character there. So the deal with Carnage that Eddie's made that's been throughout the book is like, you know, they can kill, but it has to be a serial killer. So they can kill another killer.
Like Dexter.
Right. So, yeah. So it kind of works out for them, but not really, because Carnage is like, I just need to kill more. You got a very touching moment, though, between Venom and Dylan Brock here. So
what about MJ, you know?
Yeah. MJ's chilling. She's in the Venom suit. So she's there. But yeah, so I read part 6, and now I'm gonna read part 7. What's funny is I never actually read part 1 because that was a standalone book called Death Spiral #1. I think Alpha or something like that. All it does is set up who Torment is, but it doesn't really delve too much into the rest of the story.
Yeah.
And so I have Marvel Unlimited, so I didn't grab that in the store because I didn't realize it was going to tie in to ASM and Venom. And then it did, and I didn't grab it in the store. And I always either forget. Well, the smaller shop I go to actually doesn't have any more copies of that book left. And then the bigger shop, I haven't been there in a couple of weeks, and I always forget to try to grab it. So I have the digital app, so it'll be on there eventually.
Cool.
I think
I'll just read that. That way you'll find the Alpha in the dollar bin later, you know?
Right. Let's see. Oh, there's your wrench came through. Ron is too busy with all the grandkids. And then here's part 7. So spoiler alert, because this issue came out today, but it actually happens at the end of issue 6. Carnage and Torment actually bond, if you will.
Whoa.
Yeah. So this episode, we get to see Eddie Brock in the hospital because he doesn't have a symbiote, and he's like, "I'm dying." He's like, "I need help."
MJ, I need the Venom suit back.
Yeah. But the problem is MJ can't give it back because then she dies. So,
really? She's dependent on it too?
That's part of why they bonded. MJ was dying, and so was Venom. This all happened during the whatever it was, Venom Wars or whatever it was.
What about, how did Peter just get rid of the suit originally?
Yeah.
Did they ever
without any well, you know what? I think he did have to, like, there was a slight like rehab which lasted maybe a panel or two in the old days, but now these guys are like dying. Well, for Eddie, it all stems from the King and Black powers or whatever it is. So
yeah.
Well, Eddie had to fight with his future self called Meridius or something like that.
Yeah.
And so at the end of the fight, both a time traveling Carnage and Eddie Brock were both pretty much dead, and so they bonded with each other to save their lives. And in the same respect, the same thing kind of happened to MJ. MJ died, and the Venom symbiote was dying, and they merged, and so kind of are like permanently together. Here's the mashup of Torment and Carnage.
Scary.
Yeah, so Carnage talks a lot, and this Torment character does not talk a lot. And he's like, basically like, Carnage, can you just shut up? Like, yeah, so I don't think their union will last very long, because the host doesn't really like Carnage, if you will. And it ends with a cliffhanger. You've got Aunt May planning to do an event, and there's these guys just chomping at the bit to possibly hurt Peter, and by taking out Aunt May.
Do you miss Peter being out in space?
You know what? It was fun, but I think him being back on Earth is fine. The only thing I don't know is what happened to because they kind of went quickly into this death spiral stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm not quite sure what happened to the rest. There were some characters that came back with him to Earth. And so I'm like, where are they now? I mean, one of them was Rocket. Like, I mean, I could just assume Rocket just
so you'd like some follow-up.
Little follow. I think after Death Spiral, though, they're definitely going to go back into it. And
the editorial is like, okay, we got to do something, get sales back up. Okay, symbiotes, boom.
Right, sales.
Yeah. Okay, let's shift gears from that.
Yeah, a lot of people who weren't really enjoying ASM are kind of heading back to the title for Death Spiral, because a lot of people just like Spidey and symbiotes. So
yep.
Don't forget baby chickens, Dagger. Yeah, Ron hatched some chicklings the other day.
Nice.
So some chickadees.
Dude.
Yeah. Where are the rest of my books? Were these? Oh, these are only the books I read today. I still got to grab the ones I didn't read. They're right over there. We'll grab them in a second. I was like, this pile feels so light. I've got all these empty bags and boards I made, and that's because I didn't grab all the books.
Did you get a big stack today?
No. Maybe 7 books. I mean, that's not a small stack, but that's not.
Well, they're $4, $5 a pop. Yeah.
It's a substantial amount.
They better be minty.
Minty. Here we go. This is the last one I read, not the last book I got today, but the last one I read today. Transformers number 31. This is a Megatron story. It is strictly Megatron. It tells about how he got what do they call it? It's the Matrix of Matrix of Oppression. That's what it is. The Matrix of Oppression. Yeah. And it's a story about, I mean, Megatron goes through like 10,000 trials or something because he's like, I will not bend the knee to anybody. And then like after the 10,000 trial, he's like, all right, I'm good. I'm gonna stop. So yeah, and he basically gets like ripped apart at one point, right? He's fighting, and then they're just like, you will succumb, and they like literally rip Megatron apart.
Wow.
But then they put him back together, and they're like, all right, here's another trial. And he just, yeah, he just doesn't like it. This is the Matrix of Oppression right there. I think, don't quote me on this, but at the end of, and it connects him to all the former leaders of the Decepticons. I think at the end of this issue, it's showing that he's going to transform into something, I think, like Galvatron.
Okay.
And, you know, Galvatron's probably a little bit more relatable to Void Rivals, which happens in space. And, you know, there's all that stuff happening. So I think we're getting closer to maybe a more of a Void Rivals Transformers crossover.
That's cool. It's cool that they're doing it this way, though. You know, not throwing it all at you at once, like building up to it. You know,
they're building, right?
Yeah,
like this book has already gone through 2 different writers.
Yeah,
Daniel Warren Johnson, and now we're on Robert Kirkman. So
and they didn't renumber,
right? So I feel like they are definitely at least building towards something. Yeah, so, you know, Megatron is going through all these trials. Like, here's him being impaled. Like, you really see Megatron go through a lot. If anything, I will say that he's very stubborn in his ways. So he will die for his conviction.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make him a good guy. It just means he's stubborn. Yeah. Anyway, he meets this dude, Megatronus. Just looks like a big old furnace, this Megatronus. But yeah, he meets this guy, and this guy's like, you know, I gave you the Matrix of oppression for a reason, but you know, you either pick, you get destroyed again, or you bend the knee. Here you see Megatron bend the knee. And so we fast forward to the future, and Megatron's having essentially what is a seizure. Like, they're like, what is happening? You know, the other Transformers are like, you've seen this happen before. You know, they're like, he's on the ground at the beginning of the book, and then we get into like the story. He's definitely having a moment, if you will.
Yeah.
And very seizure-like, which kind of humanizes Megatron in some ways, right?
Sure.
And then, yeah, at the end, we kind of see him in what kind of look like the Matrix of Oppression, but he's like, now he's surrounded by it. And they're like, what's happening? And one of the guys says, he's changing. And the other guy's like, but into what? And so my theory is he's turning into Galvatron.
So who's writing now?
This is Robert Kirkman.
Okay. And he's gonna be on that for a while.
Yeah. Kirkman took over with issue 25, and this is 31. So we're about 6 issues in. I think at least the first full crossover of the Energon universe, I think that's what he's at least going to follow through on this book with. You know, so
yeah.
So I think, you know, he'll whatever the culmination of whatever the story is, that I'm pretty sure Kirkman crafted it, and he just has a bunch of people writing.
Yeah, now he's in there writing it, you know.
Right. So, all right, let me just grab these other books here. Luckily, I'm wearing pants today. So we're done. All right. So we got a couple of books. These are the ones I didn't read yet. So that's thought I had them. I did pick up. I love when they have these. I got the ash can of innards.
Yeah.
So this is an Ignition Press
Cool.
book. Yeah, have you ever seen the Beauty on FX? It's the same publishing house that does that. They didn't do the original Beauty though. I believe the original Beauty maybe it was an Aftershock book or an Image book. I forget. But they picked up the rights to it, so they're writing the second volume of the Beauty, which is on FX. Yeah.
And what's the other one?
What's that?
What's the other one you mentioned?
Oh, that
there's Aftershock.
Or Image. I'm not sure who did the original volume of Beauty.
I wonder if people got the rights to a lot of the Aftershock stuff.
Yeah, because they went down in 2022, right?
Yeah.
They were doing a couple of good books, honestly.
We Live.
Yeah, We Live is the big one, right? With the Miranda brothers. And apparently it was optioned until Aftershock went down. So
wow.
Who knows? Anyway, yeah, Ignition Press seems to be doing all right. They got some good writers and stuff. Rob Guillory is working on this title here. Yeah, they have a good stable of artists and writers doing stuff, and I'm not quite sure how they work, but just got attacked by a receipt. I'm not sure how they work with their artists and writers and stuff, but they seem to have some good folk work in there.
Yeah, dude.
All right. Something is killing the children.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm 4 issues behind on this, but I think I will be caught up by next week. So this is like next on my
what number is that
list? 46.
Wow.
We are 46 issues in. And if you own like the first, like, I don't know, 10 issues of this,
oh yeah,
you're in good shape.
Like, I could go. If those other ones are in dollar bins or whatever.
I would say anything over. I mean, I think there's even some 30s that are worth some money. Okay. They're mostly like the variant covers. A lot of people like to chase the variants and the ratio covers.
And they slab them.
Yeah. But yeah, anything after like issue 19 was like the last origin story or something like that. Anything after 19 has been exponentially ordered. So it's more rare if you find the variant covers than it is, But yeah, I mean, if you're not reading the story, you won't even know what this panel means. But it's kind of, as you can see here, it's a younger, like Jessica Slaughter. So a lot of this has been backstory stuff.
There's Erica, right?
Yeah, Erica Slaughter.
Now there's Jessica,
right? And you got Aaron, right? Aaron dies in like issue 10 or something like that. So
he was first introduced in there was a backstory, right? In the other House of Slaughter.
House of Slaughter, right? House of Slaughter, he has a bigger role.
But he dies, dude.
Yeah, so he's like no longer. But yeah, these books typically, I mean, they pack enough action and enough dialogue in them, but it's typically a very quick read.
Yeah,
like Something's Killing the Children, I usually read very quickly.
James,
the only thing I would say is the panel work took some getting used to when it first came out, but other than that,
James Tynion likes having his characters swear all the time and cuss.
Right. But yeah, it's definitely a fun read. If you're like into monster hunting and monster killing and stuff like that.
I might start picking them back issues up.
Yeah, especially, the earlier issues, not going to be cheap, but the later issues.
I have the earlier ones. I think I have the first couple years.
Right.
But he tightened it all up, right? Because he only had a limited story. Then now he rolled out the universe, right?
Right.
And I do have the first appearance of Cutter and all that, So
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be like a maxi series, so that was like 14, 15 issues.
So now it's just going to be ongoing, right?
But now, yeah, now it's just ongoing. It'll keep going until it doesn't go anymore.
Right.
But oh, I forget what studio picked it up, but it was one of the horror studio, Bloomhouse, I think is optioned something out of there. And Netflix had a deal too. I'm not quite sure what's happening with either one. Netflix had like an animated series, but now I hear Bloomhouse might be doing the same thing. So I'm like, or maybe Bloomhouse is going to pick up where Netflix kind of faltered and it'll still end up on Netflix. I don't know, but we'll see. We will see. The Mortal Thor. I like the Mortal Thor. I am behind on this one as well.
Wow.
So we will get
good though.
It is good.
Al Ewing.
I like it better than when he was doing the Immortal Thor.
This is better than Immortal Thor.
Yeah, I think so. It got too complicated with Immortal Thor,
Right.
and by that I just mean there were too many threads, too many things happening. You know, it was like Thor was in a comic, and then there was another Thor that Roxxon had out there that was like a fake Thor, but somehow was still worthy and had his own hammer and all sorts of stuff. And then they tricked Thor, and somehow Thor kills a real person, and now he's like, oh, I got to run away and get banished. And it was a lot happening. Immortal Thor, right? He died, and Immortal Thor comes back. He doesn't even have his own memory. He's a different person.
Oh, gosh.
He speaks with an accent.
I saw that advertisement for Spider-Man and Superman. Did that come out?
Yeah. So Superman, Spider-Man came out. Spider-Man, Superman should be out later this month. In comic shops, April 2026.
Okay.
So yeah, this is a variant cover by Humberto Ramos. So that'll be one of the covers. Yeah.
I like Humberto.
He's refined his style, right? Originally people were like, what is that?
Well, I like all his stuff now. He's just a true talent, you know.
He is. Here's I thought it was Thor in space, but it's not. He's wearing some kind of like radiation suit. So what's funny is he has, right? So, you know, Thor had Mjolnir and he could throw it and, you know, it came back. This Thor doesn't, you know, doesn't know if he's Thor or not, but he still wanted to have a hammer that came back to him, right? So he's, I guess from like issue 5 or so, maybe 4, he's had a hammer that he attached to a rope, and so he throws it at people, and then he gets it back.
So wait, Spider-Man, Superman's coming out. What date did you say? Do you remember?
It's April. It said it's either
April 8th right now, right?
Yeah, so I think it's I don't think it's the 14th, so it's probably the 21st or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
But it could be next week. But I believe it is the 21st or something to that effect. Wolverine, Weapons of Armageddon. I forget.
Oh god.
Yeah, I forget the character's name, but Nuke. I think that's like a souped up version of Nuke.
Nice. Haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah. Then I have no idea. I'm sure somebody out there does, because I haven't been following Wolverine, but I have no idea who this guy he's holding with Wolverine-like claws is. So I don't know, because there's Wolverine, and then you got this guy over here with it's got claws, but I don't know who that is. No idea who that is. Anyway, Null has an ongoing series. I haven't been reading it. I have no idea. But they're doing the Queen in Black with Hela is going to come out of that.
I wonder. Okay, so do you know the latest on Donny Cates? Do you know anything about like? Is he writing anymore? Is he done?
You know, he months ago on his Instagram, he teased that he would be writing a new series. and I speculated that it would be Spawn, but since then we haven't heard anything.
Yo,
And
Tat, what's up, Tat?
Tat Comics in the house. What is up, Tat? As a matter of fact, Tat Comics.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, so it's really weird because Donny Cates did seem like he was ready to start writing again, and then he disappeared again.
It's just that, you know, it's a shame, right? Because he created so much, you know, in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
You know, now they're taking it. Well, I know they're Marvel's ideas now. They're not his. But
right.
It just would be cool, you know, to see him come back. But if he can't do it, he can't do it, you know.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you don't know because he did suffer a traumatic brain injury.
Yeah.
So you don't really know.
Tat just got home from work.
Nice. From work. Hopefully, it was a decent day at work. Tat, nothing too crazy.
The kitty's meowing.
But yeah. So I don't know. I mean, if anybody else knows what happened to Donny Cates, that would.
Anyone has the 411. The 411. Right?
Because I do remember it was like last year. He did say like, I'm working on something. I'm coming back, and he had he threw some teasers. I believe it was on Instagram, and then that was it. And then we never. Did you know the Puppets came out with a detective book today? It's called the Muppets Noir.
The Muppets?
Yeah, it's the Muppets. It's so Kermit and the crew, and it's a noir book, so it's like it's noir. Yeah, so I'm actually scrolling right now to see if I could find that old post that he had posted, where he kind of teased what he was working on, but he might have also just taken it down because it may not be happening anymore. So
yeah,
I don't know, kind of sad. He was at Comic-Con a couple years ago. I think 2 years ago. I saw him at New York Comic-Con, and he had a printer with him. And basically, if you he had a couple of scripts, I guess, that he had written, and he would print you out a script. And then, if you wanted him to sign it, he'd sign it. And if you wanted to talk about certain parts, he would talk about them. Mostly like the stuff, I guess, that he remembered writing, because there was stuff that he didn't remember writing.
Oh man, that's too bad.
Yeah, which is sad. I think, last I heard, I thought he was recovering quite well from it, so he was starting to remember stuff, but I don't know.
Well, if that happened to me, I guess I would just reread everything that I supposedly wrote,
right?
And just I don't know, but the brain injuries are tough though, because it affects you emotionally too. It could alter your personality.
Yeah, it's true. And I mean, it's got to be very frustrating to want to remember stuff or be like, I did that, and then you don't know if you did it or not. So,
right.
Yeah, it's crazy. No, I wish work had to go somewhere with my daughter. That's fine, Tat. Being a good dad. That's cool. Just a long drive. Man. All right, we got 2 more books from what I got this week. We got Action Comics. This is Superman Action Comics, all in. So, Reign of the Superboy. So yeah, they've been doing like, origin kind of Superman stories and Action Comics,
Cool.
which is fine. Because I think as long as it's more episodic than it is like a narrative story, you know? So I think you can skip around. You don't have to read all the issues in order to understand what's happening.
So it's not just about Superman anymore?
Oh, it pretty much is about Superman,
Okay.
but it's about the early days of
Okay.
Superman, when he was Superboy.
Yeah.
So it's all younger. So it didn't tie into like DC KO and all that other stuff. It was its own.
Until
Its
they
own
reboot
title.
their universe again.
Right.
Is that
another
happening?
crisis event? I mean, yeah, I've heard that it will.
I don't know the point
just
of
be
reading
kinda-
backstories. They don't if they're not relevant.
If they're just gonna get rebooted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, I am short one bag and board, which is fine because I have them. Where are all right. The bags are over there somewhere. So far away. But I got boards over here. Oh wait, is this a bag? Nope. That's a board.
I'm sorry to hear that, Dagger.
Oh, what happened?
I didn't know yet.
Yep, my ex said the same thing.
Well, you had a traumatic brain. That's what it
In
is.
2004. Yikes.
Traumatic brain injury, I think.
Oh man,
TBI.
that's scary.
That was 22 years ago, you know, but yeah, that's crazy.
But you don't know. I think possibly, and I don't know. I can't confirm or verify or deny it, but I think once in my life, like I hit my head and I'm pretty sure I went kind of fuzzy. And I was like, I wonder if that was a concussion. But I wouldn't say it was traumatic. I just couldn't think straight for a couple of minutes, and I was like, this sucks.
Well, it still affects them, he said. You know.
Really? Ouch. Yep. Still affects me today. It was a bad workout. Oh, was that when you got like 300 pounds dropped in your head or something to that effect? That sucks. Especially like when it lingers. Oh man. Because sometimes you don't even know. I'm sure there are people who have traumatic brain injuries who just don't know that they had one. So I have had many head injuries. Yikes. Yep, 100%. Dagger, it sounds to me like you need to wear a helmet. Like the universe is telling you something, and it's telling you don't stick your neck out. Like wear a helmet. But no, that sucks that you've been hit. I'm just grateful to be alive. Yeah.
Oh my, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, anybody who has 300 pounds dropped on their head, it sounds like, at the very least, you're very lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. That is crazy. And it sucks that it happened at work, of all the things. My neurologist told me not to get it right. That's my point about the helmet. It's like I don't think you can afford to be hit in the head anymore at this point. There's a I don't know what they call it, but you get hit in the head so often that it just becomes easier and easier to suffer traumas to the brain.
Hey, Brian LCS, what's up?
Brian's here. What's up, Brian?
Sorry you lost your buddy, Dagger, man. That's not cool.
Yeah. Oh, my buddy wasn't so lucky. Yeah. Ouch. There is a reason why we're still here. And I mean, Dagger does a lot of good stuff. So shout out to Dagger for being here and being so strong, because he does a lot of charity work. Like Dagger does so much charity work, it makes me tired. And not in a bad way. It's just like, wow.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, some people do so much that I was like, if I put that on my plate, I'd probably be taking naps 24/7. Oh man, he had 2 kids too. Yikes.
Brian LCS, man. Gotta check out your latest video, man. I know you dropped one.
Brian loves collecting Spidey.
So do I, dude.
Yeah,
I gotta get him back.
We got some Spidey heads in here.
I gotta get him back, Will. You know what I mean? So
get Brian.
oh yeah.
He did hook you up, right?
His volume 1 Spideys are coming along. You know,
keeps you out of trouble. That's good. At least you know. So good stuff. All right. Might as well just do the last book while we're here. We got Green Lantern. Absolute Green Lantern number 13. So dropped Absolute Flash a couple weeks ago. I mean, I'll still read it, but I'm just not actively picking it up as I try to catch up on books. Green Lantern might be the next one, but we'll see. We'll read them, and a lot of interesting stuff happening. This, I think they got a new artist on this book, so we'll see. But yeah, here's some of the artwork inside.
Cool. So on average, do you pick up more Marvel, DC, or Image?
I think it depends on the week, but I would say in a month, I think acquire more Marvel books. Now, that's not to say the Marvel has the best books, but
there's characters that you just won't leave.
Right. There's characters I won't leave, and there's definitely storylines that it maybe expand over several books, and also there's just, to me anyway, there's just more Marvel titles that I enjoy. There may be one awesome or two awesome DC titles, but maybe average there's 3 or 4 Marvel titles that I enjoy more. So, and then Image too has, not mean that say Image, but indies. There's some indie books that I will read here and there. So, yeah, I'm a Marvel guy though, through and through. That's my thing. But I don't hate DC. There's some people who only read DC, or some people who only read.
I don't hate them either. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't actually think there's anybody who just only reads Marvel, but I do know some people who will only read DC or indies.
And they hate Marvel.
And they kind of stay away from Marvel, right? And I'm like, why you gotta hate? Can't we all just get along? So, I don't know. Just resub to you, Brian. All right. Dagger Comics getting back into it. Dagger Comics 1010. Is that like 1010 wins, like the news? This is Dagger 1010. Give us 22 minutes and we'll give you the comics. I don't know. There you go. So I also subbed up to Dagger because I realized
that's like Marvel all the way. Wow. I don't think I ever heard you say that, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. Marvel
guy.
1010 is my birthday. My B-day. 1010.
Let's see if I can raise up the laptop so I don't have so much glare on my.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Let's
I actually thought you got a box of some comics or something. I was like, oh, what do you got? It's just to elevate the screen. Yeah, but that actually
I don't even know if that works.
Not
glare.
You don't look super glary to me. I don't know.
Well, just the glare on the glasses.
Oh no, I see what you're saying now.
Yeah, but it's better this way. If I go down here, you see.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Now I'm just watching.
I don't know. Yeah, there's more glare on the glasses.
Yeah, it depends how you're looking.
I know.
I like Image and Dark Horse. I like Image a lot. Well, yeah, Image has been doing it for a while. For a while, Boom was actually doing really well, and then I don't know, they've kind of fallen by the wayside.
Yeah. They couldn't keep it going.
Yeah, I mean, all they really have is all the Something Is Killing the Children books, and that's it. Dark Horse. Every once in a while, I'll read a Star Wars book out of Dark Horse. You know, and then occasionally they do release some stuff. They'll release some Scott Snyder stuff that was from like his Substack or whatever, and
Scott Schneider.
Comixology. Yeah, I do collect DC. Yeah, I read some DC. I had a few DC books in my my pull today. I had the Superman and I had the Green Lantern, Absolute Green Lantern. And yeah, I would say this week actually, if you look at it, right, not too bad, right? We got some DC books. So we had Green Lantern, right? That's DC. We had Superman, Action Comics. That's DC. And then that was it. We had 2 DC books. Then we had some Marvel, right? We had the Mortal Thor. So that's 1.
Hey, chop and drop. Daniel.
Chops in the house. And we had The Amazing Spider-Man. That came out this week. So that's 2. I did read Venom, but this came out last week. So we had 2 DC, 2 Marvel from this week. And then we had 3 indie books. We had Spawn. We had Transformers. Right?
So 2
that's
Image and 1 Boom.
And 1 Boom. We had Something is Killing the Children. Boom. And then we did have the ash can, the free ash can of innards by Ignition Press. So I mean, technically, you could say I got 4 indie books this week. So
I gotta see if I'm freaking subbed up to Chop on my new account. I'll go to it right now.
PSG.
Yes, I am subscribed.
Evening comic book fan. Will, my brother from another mother and father. There we go. Yeah, so that's my pickups for this week. So actually that's interesting though that it was pretty even. 2 DC, 2 Marvel, 3, 4 indie books, including 2 Image, 1 Boom, and 1 Ignition book. So
yeah, dude.
You did
all right. You know, you did all right.
The kids are all right. I got one of those Daredevil blind bags, which is like a joke in itself, right? Daredevil blind bag.
Oh, it's not PC, I'll tell you that.
Right. But yeah, it had a cool cover. It was Rose Besh sitting over there somewhere. But it was just the B cover. So, you know, the blind bag, which they said it could be any cover. So I got a blind bag. But I think I was saying that they're doing the Queen in Black.
Mm-hmm.
And they're doing a Queen in Black blind bag. So there'll be a Hella book with different covers.
Nice.
And that was Queen in Black blind bag. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up right now. See if they have any of the covers showing. Yeah, I guess they have some of them. So I think this is let's see. What is this? Marvel promises only exclusive covers in Queen in Black #1 blind bag. So I don't know, maybe some people complained that when they got their Daredevil blind bags, you know,
there's a lot of blank covers.
Yeah, so I don't know. We got an ad running. Let's close that.
What is promises only exclusive? What is that? That means only to the blind bags?
Yeah, so they won't have like cover A or cover B or cover C. It'll only be the I believe whatever's in the blind bag you can only get in the blind bag.
I like the bag, that the Daredevil bag itself. It looked pretty cool.
Right.
That's worth anything.
Yeah.
My opinion on that. But
yeah, the bag itself was pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't buy newer books, as you guys know, but I would totally buy sometimes I keep them in the blind bags. You're not supposed to. Like when Johnny Storm died in the Hickman run, I still have one in a bag like that. But I don't think it's a mystery bag at that point, you know?
Right. Huh. What is this? There's a free comic book day giveaway, comics giveaway Prelude Story and the Amazing Spider-Man number 1000, Queen in Black number 1, CGD edition for the 2nd of May.
Yeah, I guess blind bags. People are like, we're getting tired of the blind bags.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot.
Yeah.
But it sells. But that fad will go away.
Right.
When it goes away, when people stop buying them.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what though? I kind of like Hela. So I have Hela's first and second appearance in comics. Nice. So yeah, I might get a Queen in Black blind bag. I don't think they'll be as super popular as the other ones. So I don't, that's just my thoughts. They may be super popular. But I'll grab one because there is a chance at like sketch covers in these. And if I'm going to read it anyway.
Well, if they're exclusive covers, then people will do it.
Yeah. And well, that's what they're promising is you can't order any of these books. The only way you can get any of these covers is by getting the blind bag.
So that's pretty cool.
Right.
And they're blind covers, right?
Right. Yeah. And they've got covers.
That's how they should do it from now on.
Yeah. Don't stick. Well, because like I said, I got the Daredevil blind bag and I just got cover B. So.
And people are going to do it because you know why? Because they could open it online and people like to watch what people's expressions and stuff when they first open something,
Right. Oh yeah.
So that's the reason why that it'll probably stick around, Yeah.
I made a short with the when I unbagged my Daredevil. I'd link it here, but I already told you guys I got cover B. So
yeah.
But yeah, they got some good artists though. Ryan Stegman, David Nakayama.
Yeah.
Pat Gleason, Art Germ, Gorihuru, which I've heard of them before. I just couldn't tell you what covers or what their art style would be. But Art Germ, Ji Hung Lee, Peach Momoko, Ryan Stegman, Natisse Games or Gamas. All black. There's a blank variant, just all black variant cover.
Nice.
And then David Marquez, and then hand-drawn sketch covers by surprise contributors.
Well, at least they're not showing the covers ahead of time.
Oh, as you said that, I scrolled down. Here are some covers.
Oh, they are showing. Well, maybe these might.
Yeah.
Maybe that's part of the thing. Like you can get one of these covers, kind of thing.
Right. Yeah. This says, this is a blind bag exclusive. This one doesn't say it on the bottom, but this looks like it might be a blind bag exclusive. This one with Jeff the Shark. That one says it is and it's on the head, and she's just like, This is a Thor cover here. That's like a cosmic Thor. Looks like. Here's more Hela. There's more Hela.
Hela. She's taking over now.
Yeah.
This is all Donny Cates mythos, and Jason Aaron helped also, but Donny Cates build off of Jason Aaron, what Jason Aaron did on Thor there.
And Ryan Stegman, the artist, had a lot to do with it too. I think towards the end when they were still doing some of this stuff and, Donny Cates was dealing with the injuries, Ryan Stegman took on a big part of the creation part, the writing. Not so much the writing, but is more the storytelling, leading the story where it needed to go. So, what is this? Symbiote with a gun? What we got going on here?
Symbiote with a gun.
So yeah, it looks interesting. All right. I'll get one. I'll play their game.
Yes. I'm just writing down. I'm prepping for the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got shows now. This year, 2026 is going to be a good year for PSG. PSG.
Yeah. Daredevil bag looks like a card pack. It does. It's interesting. Blind bags are getting out of control. Everyone
are.
Yeah. Getting out of control. They are out of control.
They are out of control.
The best blind bag to date will be the white Black Bags of the Adventures of Superman #5. Yeah, there were some nice hella covers there. So yeah, that's the thing. Let's share some of this stuff while we have more people here. Oh, Defenders. Yeah. Get
Defenders.
Get some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
PSG claim sales.
Yeah. PSG. So I got some new streaming equipment, friends. It's all behind me now. I got a crane, I got lights, I got a mic, and I'm going to be throwing down comics on the cheap. And, you know, I like trading as well. So a lot of this could be trading credit, right? Because I'm trying to expand my collection. But I know it's really tough out there, so I do the free shipping. You know, I do free shipping after $20. I'll just ship it out to you. And then after $60, you get a 10% off that. So come on, people.
How do you beat that? How do you
beat that, people?
It's almost like he's giving them away.
Well, you know, I like the interaction. It's a lot of work for me, but eventually I think it's worth doing, you know, instead of trying to penny pinch everybody, you know? And, you know, for the last couple of years, man, I've just been buying this stuff on bulk. Freak, man. And even this Sunday, I might meet up with Big B Comics.
Oh, nice.
In Tat. How far away are you from Eugene, Oregon? Maybe you could hitch a ride with Big B this Sunday. We can go to the Half Price Books outlet store, you know.
Ooh.
I miss my man Tat, but he's a busy family man, you know.
I mean,
thank you for bringing up these thumbnails, you guys. Totally sum me up and tell people who like cheap comics to come to PSG because I'm going to treat everybody good, man. I'm telling you. If people like cheap comics, definitely check out PSG Comics. You know?
Oh yeah.
That's the Monday show I do. And also my videos. I got, you know, Monday is 3 p.m. and Friday is 6 p.m. These are Pacific. Yeah, it's a lot of fun with the mic. Now I got this mic right here. Right now I'm on the laptop mic. So, but and then we're gonna do the shows, right? Every Tuesday and Thursday, I'm dropping like 10 to 15-minute videos about the back room, and everything I show is 50 cents. It's 50 cents. So it's like you're going through a 50-cent bin, and since everything's like free as far as shipping goes, it's just check it out. You know, it's fun.
Check it out because it's cheap.
Yeah, dude.
It's cheap. And then here's the that's the one, the Zen of Sorting.
Each one has a little thing I put on there, you know. The Zen of Sorting. But to me it is Zen. I spend a lot of time sorting. I do other things as well, you know, music and work and all this stuff, but I love sorting comics, man. So all the backroom progress is I sort Marvel, and then I alphabeticalize it, sort DC, alphabeticalize. Then I do Vertigo, which is part of DC. I alphabeticalize that. Then I take all the indies I have and organize that first by publisher and then by title. So it's just nuts, dude. I think I'm out of my mind doing this. I have so many comics. The freak am I doing?
Did you ask how far I am from Eugene?
Yeah.
Who's Eugene? No, I'm kidding.
No.
Eugene, Oregon.
How far are you from Rainier, Washington? I mean, no. Rainier, Oregon. My bad.
Oregon.
Rainier, Oregon is where you could, if you're close to there, maybe you could catch a ride and you could come on up, dude. Yeah, that would totally rock. I hung out with Tat once, and we've been pretty good buds after that because we have a lot in common, you know, musically and, you know, and the books and stuff. And We like to trade. It was a lot of fun. I went up there with Sleepy Reader. Everyone knows Damien, right? Sleepy Reader.
Sleepy
Love
Reader.
him too.
Yeah.
So I went to Portland, and that takes me about 2 hours just to get to Portland, or more than that. No, 2 hours. And then from there, we left Portland. I got in Damien's car, and we headed out, and we hung out with Tat, and we went to all his comic shops in this area, and that was a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
That was
I love going to different shops with different people and just hanging out, bin diving.
And Tat knows where all the little honey holes are,
Nice.
You get stuff on the super cheap. Kenneth Bird in the house.
KB in the house. What's up, Kenneth Bird?
Come on, Mr. Bird. What's going on, dude?
Caw, the Birdman.
Yeah, dude.
What's up, Kenneth?
Mr.
How's it
Bird?
going?
I gotta see if I'm subbed up to Mr. Bird with my new channel.
Mm.
You know what I mean, Kenneth? It's called PSG Comics. You guys know me as Psychotronic Squirt Gun, but I don't know if you know me as well as PSG. PSG.
Daniel lived in Washington, Yakima, Ellensburg.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm subbing up to Kenneth Bird, PSG Comics. Boom.
509 to the 605.
I'm 40 minutes southwest of Olympia, Washington. Southeast. I'm sorry. Southeast.
Southeast of Olympia.
Jeez, my brain, you guys, my brain.
Is it hurting right now?
Sometimes I say the wrong thing. Right. You can't do that on the internet, can you?
Not too often, or you will get in trouble.
Ellensburg, yeah. That's where the Screaming Trees are from, dude.
Huh.
Daniel!
I sold a comic the other day, by the way.
What?
Yeah, from New York Comic Con. I sold my let me see if I can find a picture. I had a Jenny Frison book that I had put up.
Cool.
So for the last couple years, just to kind of fund my fund the hobby.
Yeah.
I'll buy a few extra books at New York Comic Con and I'll put them on eBay. And I hope that they sell so that they'll pay for the they'll pay for the ticket at least.
Yeah.
And let's see. And so I sold the book and got a decent amount. I'm trying to bring it up here so I could just let's see.
That's right, Tat. Oh, he's two and 3 hours from you. Okay. All right. Didn't work out. Oregon's a big state.
I need tacos.
What about popcorn afterwards?
Right now there's tacos.
Okay. All right. Thank you. It's Taco Tuesday, people.
Taco Tuesday.
No?
Yeah, so let's see. I'll share.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, we'll go. We can head out. Get some snackage. I'm good for that.
I nearly lost you there. Right, Tat?
So this was the book I sold.
Which one?
It was a set. So you get two. So you got I'm not.
What are you gonna do with all that scratch now, dude?
I know. What am I gonna do? Yeah, I didn't get 225 for it, but I got close. But then after Feebay takes their fees and all that.
Feebay, that's right.
Yeah. So it was the Virgin Pop Kill. This is Jenny Frison cover.
Pretty good.
So it was a pretty dope. And then you got I also threw in the trade dress. So I know this one slab 9.8 goes for about $190. So I could have slapped them up and sold them, but I didn't. But look at these. Look at
Sometimes
these pictures I gave you. Crispy corners. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
This thing. If this thing doesn't come back, I mean, I should have slabbed it, but
sometimes you need to do the quick flip. You know what I mean?
yeah. So look at this. This book was immaculate. I swear there wasn't a single defect. Look at this thing. This thing is. I took so many pictures too. I was like,
nice.
Oh, here in the background you can see there's a little. You'll see there's like a little cityscape thing happening here. That was me actually doing some artwork.
Little sketcher.
I was doing a little sketching. That's a big sketch pad that I have the book on. So
nice.
I was doing a little sketching, just working on city landscapes. I think here you can see that bottom thing is that's a pumpkin bomb that I'm I'm trying to do.
My favorite
like Green Goblin bomb there. Like just working on my freestyle a little bit. Here's a big you see in the top corner there's some comics. A big stack of comics over there.
Nice.
So this was me just taking time out of my day to post some extra pictures of this book, this really minty book from No Mas Comics. So I think this was limited to, I don't think I put it in the description, which is poor on my half, but I think it was limited to like 500 copies. So yeah, I didn't put it in the description, so maybe that's why I didn't get the full 225 for it. I don't know. Nice. But yeah, it was a set, so it was pretty cool. It sold out too, first day of Comic-Con. So yeah, that basically paid for my ticket to New York Comic-Con for last year. So okay. I don't sell often, but when I do, I sell some good stuff. Yeah.
Nice.
Also, if you notice, my that's my eBay name here, Monty145. But
now I know.
My look at that, 100% positive feedback.
That's what you need.
So yeah, look at that. Got some positive feedback. So yeah, that's. I mean, I'd be crushed if I got. So nobody out there do it. I'm looking at you, Dagger. If somebody bought something off my site and gave me negative credit, I'd just have to start a whole new channel. Whole nother, So, but anyway, man, now I want tacos. Me too. Right?
Now I'm hungry. Yeah. Shoot.
Tacos are for Tuesdays.
That's
Keep
right.
it positive.
Yeah. Keep it positive.
But yeah. Yeah, there's actually a really good taco place by me. Well, a couple of them. One is called Del Fuego. That one's good. And then there's another place called Dirty Taco.
Oh yeah.
That one like Del Fuego's cool, but they only have like 5 or 6 different tacos. Dirty Taco does like fusion tacos, so you can get like
nice
pork belly, like Asian pork belly tacos.
Ooh,
and yeah, they do some really crazy but really good tacos.
Oh yeah, you're making me even more hungry now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Tuppy seems sad that he had no negative feedback on eBay tomorrow.
Okay, Ron.
Jeez,
no.
Yeah, thanks, Ron. Can always depend on good old Ron.
Yeah.
Nah, Ron's a good guy. We love Ron. Ron is the best. The best is Ron.
He rocks, man.
All right. Well, let's get out of here so you can get some tacos. And so I can get some snacks. I don't know.
Appreciate you people, man. Appreciate my friends, you know.
Appreciate everybody here. Tat, thank you for stopping by, Tat. Oh, I guess before I go, let me just give a quick shout out to see if I can find them. I never give anything away till I have to.
Away now.
There we go.
Dude, I know I can share screen here. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Do I need your permission to do that? No, I need literally. If I click on this and hit share, will it go right to share?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
It did.
There you go. Well, that's It's me. I don't know if I overrode you or not when I did this, but yeah, Black Order Comic Club, guys. Check them out. We do hashtags every day. They're fun stuff. Fun group of guys.
Yeah, this is a big group now. They're growing.
It's gotten real big. These are the tags for this week. Today's Warrior Wednesday. So if you have a hashtag Warrior Wednesday comic, Top Variant Thursday, Figgy Friday, Throw Your Setup Saturday. So I'll try to get in there as much as I can. This was the winner of the February hashtag event.
What did he win?
So John's Comics with
John's cool.
Yeah, with friends. It used to be with kids, and I think he just gave up on the kids. So, but yeah, that's so yeah. Just a quick shout out for the Black Order Comic Club, and yeah. Let's see. Yeah, shout out to everybody who's here who came out tonight. It's a good time.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for being here. Right, and now it's time for the cover. All right, that's all you get. It's Wednesday. It's not Monday. I need the weekend to recuperate. It's hump day. We don't get too many dances in here, but yeah. What we put up your stuff, but anything you got? Anything else you want to tell the folks, or do you want to just reiterate?
That's about it. Oh, I'm gonna have an album out in a month, 17-track album, and I'll just go live like I do every year when I release an album, and it's the continuing stories of just one character, and that's Eddie Clive, the songwriting quantum theorist who gets in trouble. You know, he finds out that all of the other musicians and actors and directors and are considered magicians, you know, and they all have secret schools and stuff. So, nice. You know, stuff. Man, I've been working on this universe for freaking years, and hopefully some of my friends will sketch more of my characters. So far, I've gotten Higgy Pop to sketch some of these characters. So.
Higgy Pop. Yeah. And then one more time. Friday, claim sale, guys. Mondays, claim sale.
Yeah.
And this week, Backroom Progress number 20, the Zen of Sword. Yeah. I like that you're keeping with this like UFO theme. Like that's that's pretty cool. Just click around. Please check out PSG Comics if you haven't already. Just click around to the videos and the live, and you guys will check. You know, it'll be fun. You'll see. But appreciate all my friends, man. Hopefully, I'll hang out with Tad again soon. I know we're going to be hanging out at some point. But sounds like a plan.
Yeah, people.
Little shout out for Naman there. Went live. Agawa. So head on over there if you like artists, because I know Naman's a phenomenal artist and he likes to draw. So he's good peeps too.
Maybe I'll be hitting him up someday.
Yeah. But all right, comic fans. This was New Comic Book Day. Why? With comic news, 50% more comic news, by the way. Anyway, thank you for joining us. We had a great time, guys. You know what we do. Peace. Deuces.
We
will see you next time. Have a great night, everybody.
See you on the next one.